impartiality, I think the questioner knows precisely what it is. Of course he knows exactly what it is. It's what he's getting at is this notion that he is festering away in his mind that the BBC is partial. First of all, the BBC is not monolithic, so therefore it is not partial. There are those people who work for it who take one view. There are those people who work for it who take another view. But you made it rather more personal than that, and you asked me about my impartiality. All I can tell you, sir, is that I've been doing this job on the Today programme for 27 years, and I have been accused by all of them of being unfair to all of them. And I hope that continues, because, I mean, I know it's a rather crude and clumsy way of measuring impartiality, isn't it? But I reckon, you know, if one moment you're being attacked by the Labour Party, by the Conservative Party rather, for poisoning the well of democratic debate, which is what a certain Jonathan Aitken, who subsequently went to jail, but we'll put that to one side, said about me, and praised by the Labour Party simultaneously for saving democracy on behalf of a grateful nation. And then when the Labour Party came to power, all of a sudden you find that actually, as they said in the left of the BBC, something must be done about the John Humphrys problem. I mean, you know, that's the way. It's politics, for God's sake, and you should be old enough and ugly enough to know that. And I would, as for whether it's the fault of the BBC or not, and obviously you think it is the fault of the BBC, whatever the fault happens to be, all I would say, I'll be entirely serious here, I put aside what the Today programme does. Some people like it, some don't. The BBC is, I believe, immensely important to this country. I struggle to imagine this country without the BBC for all its many, many, many faults. I think it's a great civilising institution, and I hope it survives. Yeah.